against the grain of the hair growth. And very slowly. And in this case, I'm cutting the hair dry to semi-damp, so the hair feeds into the clipper better, and we can see what we're doing. Now, with light color, fine hair, if the hair is wet too much, it's very difficult for the hair to feed into the clipper, and it's also very difficult to see what you're doing. And as we come to the side, you're going to see a previous guide, and you're going to see our center guide. So this is what we're going to do. Just going to pull that hair up. We're going to make a few cuts. Just cut across and make sure we get it all. Work our way to the left side. Okay, now we're going to work our way back around to the right side. Now when I pull that comb in, you can see your center guide and you can see your previous guide, your stationary guide back here. So over directing the back, and as we discussed with our scissor over comb technique, small sections, just using the front portion of the comb. We get our center guide, and we keep the comb moving until we run out of hair. So we're going to over direct the hair slightly, and we're blending into the area we left off with our previous scissor over comb section. After the haircut is complete, we still have a heavy area, like we talked about in the introductory portion of this haircut, through the parietal area or the round of the head. So we're going to use the first of our advanced techniques on this haircut, razor over comb technique. We're going to comb the hair straight down, and very lightly we're going to guide the razor over the hair and remove some of that bulk. And what this is going to do is this top layer of hair that we're cutting is what's pushing the hair forward and making it look so bulky. We're removing that layer, so when you comb the hair back, it stays back up in the air this way. So we're going to over direct the hair, and we're going to start cutting. This client gets his hair cut every 3 weeks, so I know we're going to take about 1 inch off every time I cut his hair. So I'm going to start taking about 1 inch off, and I'm going to work my way towards the back. Now, as you can see in the back here, this crown really likes to stick up if you cut it too short, so we have to make sure that we don't cut this too short. So we want to over direct this up in the air so we don't cut it too short. So as we come across, we want to make sure, as long as we keep the angle that we're cutting the hair on parallel to the floor, this hair is never going to come into the comb, and we're not going to cut it too short. So what I do is, as we get to the crown, I push the heel of the blade in towards the scalp, and that pulls the tip of the blade out a little bit, and that's the line that we follow. And the more you over-exaggerate it, the better your haircut's going to be. The more accurate and easier it's going to be to blend. We want to make sure that we don't get too close to the crown here. So we want to make sure that we're on this angle, and follow that angle until you run out of hair. Don't stop abruptly with the comb, because you're going to leave a line. And don't do this with the comb as you're going up, because you're going to leave a line each time. The comb moves slow, the scissor moves fast. Take that imaginary line until you run out of hair, and then you're not going to leave a line. Run it over the sideburns. Not going to go as high as we did with the previous blade. Okay, when we pull that ear down, you see how that hair pops out? So that way we can get in there and we can taper it out. And we're going to close the clipper halfway. Do it again. Then we're going to close the clipper all the way, and we're going to do it again. Now what we're going to do is we're going to shave up to the hairline, and we're going to leave off about 1/4 of an inch below where we left off with the adjustable clipper in the closed position.